Hello, hello. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Hello to all of my Facebook saints, my YouTube saints, and my Sunday school dropouts. Hey, it's Wednesday. Not just any Wednesday, it's Won't He Do It Wednesday. We've made it halfway through the week, and I cannot wait to talk to you. If this is your first time joining us, hello, my name's Brandlin, and I can't wait to talk to you. We always have a good time. So make sure to tell us that you're new and where you're from so that we can show you some love. If you're watching us on a replay, hey, it's all good. We're just glad you finally made it to the party. Please feel free to like, click, share, subscribe, follow so that you know when I'm going live. But I always go live on Sunday and Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. But every now and then, I do what I call a bus up, what's up. So I do those from time to time. But if you are on Facebook and you click the follow button, you'll get notification when I'm going live randomly outside of Sunday and Wednesdays. Good evening. How is everybody doing? Hello, Miss D. I hope everything is well for you in Iowa. Hi, Martina. How hot is it in Arizona right now? Let me know. Hello, Jackie. Of course, you have arrived. So now we can begin. Oh, hello, Debbie. I'm so glad that you made it. I got your message. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. And I hope you have a good time with us. How is my Q? Everything going well, Q? On vacation in Bar Harbor, Maine. Get me some lobster while you're there, please. I hope you enjoy your vacation. Oh, y'all, I have a never again story to tell, and it works so perfectly with the theme of tonight. So I can't wait to share it with you. But we'll get to it. Who is this Barbara from Long Island? How are you? And how's your love life? You thought I forgot. I hope all is well with you. Hi, my Faith. Had a really hard mental health day. Well, the family's here for you, boo. We got you. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. So y'all come on in here. Thank you. You look so, thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see here. I went today and got a facial for the first time. I've never had one. That was interesting, but I loved it. I will be going back. Probably about 111. Oh, wait a minute. Are you telling me the degrees or are you giving me a Bible scripture? What book of the Bible are you in? Because that's a scripture. That is not the temperature. 111? What Bible? What book of the Bible are we in, please? Excuse me so much. Well, hello, neighbor. Laura, how you doing? You're my neighbor. Let's see here. I work in Chattanooga. You don't like them, Q? Oh, well, listen, I think enough of the families on here tonight so that we can get started, okay? Tonight is all about forgiveness. Tonight is going to be about when you have the best intentions, but somehow what you do, okay, can cause others unintentional pain. Okay. All of it's going to tie in. Don't you worry. But of course, we are going to start with our never again. Hi, Miss Mary from Wisconsin. Is hubby still in the land of the living? Oh, my never again is about my husband, but he's in the land of the living. Yeah, I just want you to keep in mind that you asked me, is he in the land of the living? I just want you to keep that in mind when I tell you my never again. Well, let's first kick it off. If this is your first time joining us on Wednesday, we do something called Couldn't Be Me, where I bring you a story. Sometimes it's it's a regional story or it's a story from across the United States. And every now and then I find a story that's from another part of the world just to talk to you guys about, because you and I both know if you or I were in that same situation or predicament, it would not have gone down the way that it did. It couldn't be me. And tonight's Couldn't Be Me comes from the Tour de France. Yes, we are going to France. The Tour de France. Okay, I don't know if any of you all saw this, but on the Tour de France, which is the huge biking tour or biking race that takes place in France. It's extremely popular. It's been going on for years. Okay. It's something that they always do. So y'all tell me if you saw this. All right. Now, let me paint this picture. When this race takes off, they are on a countryside, okay? And there are tons and tons of cyclists that are on these bikes, and they've been training, and this is like a life dream for so many people. And they're on this, to me, it's more bikers than it is road for the bikers, but they're on this road, and they're cycling. They're just taking off, okay? And it's very grassy, and it's a country road. And so people are literally standing on either side. Yes, Nancy said she saw it. I know. So someone in the crowd had a moment, okay? Clearly, this is not someone who has ever, they're not a cyclist. And so they don't understand the hard work or the passion that goes into this, because there's no way they could. If they knew, they wouldn't have done what they did, in my opinion. So homegirl has a whole moment, and her sign is huge. She sees the camera and gets in the middle of the road. Well, her sign gets in the middle of the road. She holds up her sign. And when she holds up her sign, she hits a cyclist. And not just a cyclist. When her sign comes in contact with this cyclist, it causes a domino effect. And so all these people, because they were in stage 1 of their race, all of these people just it was like boom, 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 boom. Okay. So she didn't have sense enough to know they were coming. But she had sense enough to get the heck out of Dodge, because immediately after that, she disappeared, got on a plane, and was untraceable. Okay. Hey, Charles. Charles said, we have to stop trying to be on TV and just ignore and just ignore others. Be kind. Absolutely. Now, here's the flip side of this. She has now been found and arrested, of course, and faces charges. And depending upon if some of the other cyclists, because some of them had to retire from the race because of this. So depending upon them and their decision, if they choose to file a complaint or not, she could face more charges. Okay. But here's the thing. Her sign that she was holding up was a mixture of French and German. And in translation, it said, go grandpa, grandma, go grandpa, grandma. So I don't know if that was her making sure they knew that she made it to the race and they were watching for her sign, or if grandpa was in the race. I have no clue, but that was the sign. So her intent was to make sure to be seen and make sure that her grandma saw that sign. That was her intent, and her only intent. To the point she even said she was looking at the camera and didn't realize how close the cyclists were to her. Who couldn't you be? The cyclist or the girl? Okay. Yes, I know. Gail says that one of the guys actually broke his arm, and Kathy says, how unthoughtful. Absolutely. But again, I'm just going to, oh, wait a minute. Laura says, no, she was the grandma. Well, why is she holding up a sign? So was she saying, go grandpa, love grandma? In essence, is that what she was saying, Laura? Let me know. I need to know. She was trying to speak to somebody, okay? Vicky said, and they move pretty fast. That's just not enough road, though. I've never understood. To me, that is a tight road with a lot of people. And then on top of the people who are trying to cycle, to me, it's too many people too close to them. They need to have some, I know that's hindsight, but I feel like there needs to be some type of barrier so then they can't even get that close. Worse than my most embarrassing moment. I know, but could you imagine? Oh, she was saying it to her grandkids. So her grandkid was in the race. Okay, well, who gets to bless your heart? The woman, the cyclist, or her grandkid who was in the race? Charles says, oh, wait a minute. Let me back up, Charles. I'm coming right back to you. Daniel says, I cannot be that woman. Why get in the middle of the race to be a show off? See, and I don't know if she was trying to be a show off. I'm not sure. I honestly feel so sorry for her. Obviously, her intent was it was not her intent, but trying to speak to someone on TV at that moment, it's just not the right place. Oh, I know. Okay. So who gets the couldn't be me award? Could you not be her? Could you not be the cyclist? Who is it? Or could you not be the grandson who she was trying to speak to? Who gets the award? Okay, Margaret Ann says the woman. Okay, Laura, thank you, Laura. Help me with the story. Grandkid not in the race. She just wanted her grandkids to see her. Oh, even worse. Could you imagine sitting there looking at the TV and you see a sign and you can see the racers coming and you see your grandma holding the sign and it's like, grandma, could you imagine? Okay, so most people are saying they couldn't be her. We don't know what we would do in those situations. We wouldn't. But I don't know if I would have the courage to run and hide like she did, or have the courage to stay and be handed my punishment. I don't know. The best of intentions, but she hurt someone. So you guys tell me, have you ever had the best of intentions and despite your good intentions, you've hurt someone, okay? So I'll start and give you my never again. But before I tell you my never again, I need some hearts. Y'all give me some hearts so that I know there's no judgment for what I'm about to tell you. Okay. I know. Why didn't she get I don't know why she didn't get the camera. I don't know. I just don't know. I feel like they were too close to the road. Like from going forward, they need to be up on a hill or something. Okay. Now, I'm going to try my best to get my husband to come in here, but the game is on. So I may not get him to do this, okay? But I just need these hearts because you know this is a no judgment space. And I tend to say something all the time. I always say, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. I promise you. Hey, Trina, I was not trying to kill my husband. I need y'all to know that in advance. I love that man with every fiber of my being. He is my best friend, okay? Please know that. Because this never again is, it's okay now, but at the time, okay. So, do you guys remember when I told you, I've always tell you guys stories about how I find myself in these situations, these, I always have never agains, but there's these other never agains that are elevated, okay? Hold on, let me just see if I can get him because I need y'all to know he's okay. Hold on, just stay with me. Shrop, on the commercial, can you stick your head in so everybody knows you okay? Thank you. Okay. All right. He said he'll come in here on the commercial because I need y'all to know he still loves me and he's okay. All right. So I always tell you guys my never again moments, which I have them all the time. But then there's these special, like nuclear never again moments. These are the moments where I don't know whether I want to cry, run, or boo-boo, okay? And when I say boo-boo, because some people didn't know what I meant, I mean just that. Like, I don't know if I need to quickly get to a restroom because my soul leaves my body. Like, it's a brain freeze moment. Well, today I had a brain freeze moment. All right. Now, come here. Just show your face. They need to know you're alive. Wait a minute. Let me back the camera up. Y'all, he's alive. Do you still love me? I haven't told them what I did yet. But I want y'all to see he's alive and he still loves me. Tell them you love me.
Just a little bit.
Oh, can I have a kiss? Okay. See? He still loves me. I need y'all to know that before I tell you this story. Because I tease all the time I'm going to be on Snap. But I don't really mean it. Okay? So, today, y'all, the Chateau Equinox, that's what I call my car. Well, Chateau Equinox is under the weather. Matter of fact, she's in intensive care. So y'all pray for Chateau Equinox, which meant I had to drive my husband's car. Now, he has I've been driving it since yesterday, and he has his mirrors turned a certain way. And the minute he got in the car, he said, you've messed up my mirrors. I said, no, I haven't touched your mirrors. And in my mind, what that signal was, don't touch his mirrors. So I only touched the mirror at the top so I can see behind me. I don't touch the side mirrors. Please know that as I tell you the story. So this morning, as I was preparing to get Sydney out of the door, my husband, who wakes up, he wakes the birds up. He wakes the chickens up. He wakes them up. The rooster, he wakes him up so he can crow. Okay. He gets up way too early. He was already gone. Well, he calls me and he says, hey, on your way in, I need you to stop and bring me breakfast. I was in a rush. I woke up late. And when he says he woke up late, that means he woke up at 5:40 instead of 5:30. Okay. But please bring me breakfast. Not a problem. Right now, Sydney is actually doing camp at our job. So we're all right there together. So I stop at Hardee's and I get my husband something to eat. All right. Not a problem. So here lately, my daughter, who you guys know, she is my heart and soul, but she's been very clingy, very, very, to the point it's almost like, okay, Sydney, we've told you we love you. You've given us every hug you could. Okay. So I don't really know what's going on with that, but she's been very, very clingy. And there have been times like my husband will give her a kiss goodnight and then she'll say, can I have another one? It's a bit much. Keep that in mind. I pull up to give my husband his food, and he is standing there on the corner in front of the parking lot, looking all good in his uniform. You know I love a uniformed man. Yes. So he is standing there waiting on his breakfast, and here I am with his Hardee's bag. He walks up to the car. I give him his Hardee's. He leans in the car and gives me a kiss. And then I say, do you think I can just make a U-turn right here? He said, no. Don't you do that. You need to drive to the end of that parking lot, turn around and come back up. Okay, not a problem. He turned to walk away. I put the car in drive. I hit the gas. And then I found out something about my husband that in our 13 years of marriage, 17 years of being together, I didn't know. I did not know that my husband had the ability to be a soprano. He hit the highest note. He hit a Mariah Carey note. Okay. It was that kind of note that just makes you go, whoa, I didn't know. So immediately I slam on the brakes. Well, what had happened was I didn't realize that my daughter, who was sitting in the back seat, had rolled her window down and gave her daddy the duck lips. And he leaned down in the car to give her a kiss. And so when he was going to give her a kiss and I'm pulling off, I ran over his foot. Oh. Let's just say my name is not Dale Earnhardt, okay? What is that place called? Talladega? Evidently, I must have thought I was going to be a racer because that's where I was headed. Daytona? Yeah, I could have been a racer right then. The noise that came out of that man. Do you understand? I know I tease. I joke all the time and I say, I'm going to be on Snapped because I'm going to kill it. I'm going to kill it. I'm going to stop saying that because I don't have time for anybody thinking I'm really going to hurt my husband. Okay. I was dying. I died at that moment. My soul left my body for sure. Okay. When he stepped back, he realized that, they're doing construction right where he's working. And so the construction men were taking their break and were sitting down watching him. That's the only reason why I think a tear didn't drop out his eye. But I promise you, this eye right here, it watered up. And he had that glory tear, that one tear. And I just knew he was I didn't know what he was going to do. But those construction men saved him from really acting out. So at that point, once he realized he had an audience, he had to be the tough guy. I'm fine. Okay. So he walks away from the car. I am completely shaken at this point. I'm trying to get it together. So he said, go on, Brandon, go on. I call him 3 times. Now, let me tell you something. You know how you do stuff and you call on the Lord? Oh, no, I was calling every name. Jesus, Jehovah Jireh, my provider. I called all the names. You understand? Because my heart was like this. But he was a tough guy. He was a tough guy. So he said, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay. I dropped Sydney off at camp. 45 minutes later, I get a phone call. I didn't hear my phone ring. 45 minutes later, I get a text message. Twyla, we are not doing hashtag pray for Shrop. No. He texts me, come get me. That's all he says. Y'all, I got back to him because I didn't work in the office today. So when I pulled back up, this man was gimping to the car, okay? Gimping, trying to get in my car. I have never felt so bad in all my life. I didn't know whether I wanted to cry, run, or boo-boo, because this is completely my fault. I've never said I'm sorry so many times. Now, he's okay. That's why I want y'all to see him, because he's okay. But I took him to the med stop and let him go on back. While he was back there, I did that other kind of praying. You know how you pray and you say, Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for my family. Thank you for my health. And whatever you so see fit to happen today, Lord, just you get the glory and victory. Decrease me so that you may increase. Those simple prayers. Oh, absolutely not. I went old school. I went, now, Lord, it's me once again. Knee bent, body bowed. I went deep into prayer. That ugly prayer, that flying snot prayer. And then I realized my nerves were still bad. So while he was in there, I went to Cato. I need to do some shopping. He called me. I just need to walk around. I couldn't sit still, but I had to do that kind of prayer. And he called me. He is bruised, but not broken. Hey, bruised, but not broken. Oh, y'all. Because I was thinking, I got a working man. I tell y'all all the time, the sexiest scent on a man, the sexiest cologne you ever want to smell is a working one. Working, that sweaty smell, hey, I'll cook for you every day. That'd be just fine. So now he's gimping. And I bet you one thing, next time he gets next to the car gonna be off. Keys will be in my hand out the window till I see him step 10 feet over there, 10 feet. Needless to say, his nickname is going to be Bigfoot for a little while. Or hip hop, whichever one, because he's still hip hopping. But, I would have had even more nicknames if they had put him in a boot. Oh, he'd have been Captain Hook, Captain Morgan, all kind of names, but he's fine. I'm not, but he is fine, okay? Hashtag pray for Shrop. That's why I wanted y'all to see him. He's doing well. He had a steak dinner with potatoes and a salad, but his nickname's going to be hip hop for a little while. But here's my point. I had the best intentions. I brought him breakfast. But what I did hurt him. And even though I'm joking and I'm laughing, y'all, I was truly in tears. And even now I know he's okay. And probably by tomorrow, I know he's okay because after we left the med stop, he went back to work. But when I tell you how do you handle that is my question before we get out of here. Because never again. Let me tell you something. Next time that man want breakfast, he better call Uber Eats. Don't Dine a Dash or somebody. Because not me. Nope. Yep. Won't be me. Never again. But y'all know I love my husband. Please know that. You see, he loves me. Yeah. I may be reduced to the bike though. I might be on a bike before it's all said and done. Captain Shrop. I love it. I'm gonna tell him that. He'll love that. Let's see here. Did he tell his mother on you? Not yet. She might be on here tonight. I might get a phone call as soon as this is over. Not yet. My mama knows. And can I just tell you what made this whole story even worse? As I'm pulling off, okay, Sydney's in the back seat and I'm almost in tears. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I did that. You know what my child says? Mama, you should feel bad. You ran over daddy's foot. Thank you, Sydney. Thank you for all of the vote of confidence from you. But he's okay. And things happen. And just like the woman, it was thoughtless. And just like she was being thoughtless, I was being careless by driving away without looking to make sure my husband was out of the way. But we both had good intentions. She loves her grandchildren. I love my husband. We both were thoughtless in that moment, but we had good intentions. So how do you handle that? How do you handle how do you handle that? Thank you. That literal, she's her daddy's child. Captain Obvious. I know Sydney. Y'all pray for me. I couldn't even get mad at her. I was too emotional, but she's her daddy's child. So they like to point out the obvious details. You should feel bad. I do feel bad. Okay. Let's see here. My husband says every year of marriage is like a dog year. We have been married for 243 years. I think your marriage might be more like a cat. Not lies. Oh, you might be right, because you know what my husband told his coworkers? He told his coworkers I tried to off him. That's what. So now I'm getting text messages or he got a text message from his boss that said, "Hey, you messing with overtime and money." That's what I'm dealing with. Well, let's see here. Michelle, thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed the Get Your Shine On interview. We are working on the second episode. And I made a couple of little small changes. And so the first episode will be on my website. I think this weekend is when they're going to have it up. But here's my point. We all do things. We all tend to have good intentions and things happen. Okay. From this moment, I've learned a few things, okay? Number one, I do not have a career as an Uber Eats driver. I do not have a career as a race car driver. It made me love and want to take care. I love taking care of my husband and my daughter. I love doing that. And this made me want to do that even more. But it also taught me, take a breath, slow down. Sometimes we get so caught up in our own intentions and we get so caught up in what we're trying to accomplish that we don't take a moment to acknowledge the other things going on around us. So if Miss I like to hold up signs and Miss I like to run over feet doesn't teach you anything else tonight, I want you to know you got to slow down, take a moment and acknowledge your surroundings and make sure that regardless of how pure your intentions are, that what you do doesn't have a negative effect on those around you to the best of your abilities. Okay. Oh, hold on. I was going to ask him if he wanted me to bring him breakfast tomorrow. I love you guys. That's my never again for tonight. It truly is. And no, Margot says no career as an ambulance driver. No, none. None. I do have a very special Won't He Do It that I want to share with you guys. And I forgot we didn't even share any Won't He Do It's. And so let's end on that. If you have a Won't He Do It, please share that. Today, for the very first time, something absolutely wonderful happened. I'm just brandling, okay? I love to come on here and talk to you guys. I love making crazy videos. But for the first time today, I was walking in a gas station and this woman goes, "I love you." I didn't know what she was talking about. So I said, "I love you too." I didn't know what we were doing. And she says, "I watch your videos all the time and I'm so glad to meet you. You make my day." You know who I am? Y'all. That was my Won't He Do It. Like, that was confirmation I'm on the right track and I'm on the right path. So if you ever see me, please say something. Please speak, because that just makes my day to hear somebody say that they enjoy my videos. So if you ever see me, please, please, please do that. Okay. Now, I'm going to get off of here because I got a husband to take care of. Miss Mary says, hey, if he had let you move the mirrors, it never would have. Thank you, Miss Mary. It never would have happened. You are so correct. It's his fault. Gimping. Well, listen, I love you guys so much. Make sure you get your shine on this week. And what I'm going to have to do, I'm definitely going to do a bus up, what's up. But I'm telling you now, there's not going to be a show on Sunday at 9 because 9 times out of 10, I'll be in front of some fireworks and I want you guys to enjoy your families too. So make sure that you follow my page or you subscribe on YouTube so you know when I go live. But I definitely am going to go live this weekend, but we're going to go ahead and cancel Sunday's show just because it's the 4th of July weekend. Enjoy your family, okay? I love you. Y'all know what I'm going to say. Somebody better say it so I can get off of here. Go help the hippity, hip, hop, hippie to the hip. I'm sorry. Y'all gonna get me in trouble. Get your shine on. Somebody say it. Grace said, you love that smell. I'm telling you, it's the best cologne. The smell of a working man. All right, get your shine on. I love you guys. Have a great evening. I got to go play nurse. Oh, Lord Jesus. That might be a never again video in itself.